According to recent reports, the bulk of the war has been fought and the crown seems to be going to Compton. Kendrick hit Drake with a relentless volley of diss tracks, dismantling Drake's character and possibly making him the punchline of the summer. Drake, to his credit, did not back down, but it seems like he didn't have as much to say about Kendrick as Kendrick had to say about him. So when we left you guys, we had 3 diss tracks out that were directly related to each other. You know, we're not going to include Like That or First Person Shooter, but that was over a 17-day span, right? And this week we got 6 diss tracks in 2 days, really 5.5 because Family Matters was, I mean, Buried Alive Part 2 was just like a little Instagram video, but 5.5 diss tracks in the span of 2 days. It was crazy. So 616 in LA is a song that Kendrick released. He teamed up with Taylor Swift producer Jack Antonoff to create a song aimed at proving that someone inside Drake's inner circle is leaking material, leaking personal information. That baited Drake into releasing Family Matters, which was a 7.5, seems like 7.5 hour track, but 7.5 minute track. I'll be respectful because Drake's #1 fan Dex is here and I don't want to offend him. But in that track, Drake claimed that Kendrick had been violent towards his fiance and that Kendrick's manager, Dave Free, is Kendrick's child's father. He released a video with a caption to accompany that one. But 37 minutes later, Kendrick released Meet the Grams, a track in which Kendrick pins a letter to each one of Drake's family members, culminating in a jarring accusation that Drake has an unclaimed 11-year-old daughter. He also tells Adonis, Drake's son, to never let another man piss on your leg, referring to a story we reported a very long time ago, actually, on this show. That T.I. said that Drake got pissed on his leg at an award show. He also told Adonis that he wishes his grandfather, Dennis Graham, would have wore a condom, which was also very, very salacious. Kendrick expounded on his claim in Not Like Us when he released that one, the West Coast bop, claiming that Drake is a pedophile, warning Stephen Curry and LeBron James to distance themselves. Drake then wrote on Instagram saying, nah, hold on. Can someone please find my hidden daughter and send her to me, please? These guys are in shambles. And Not Like Us, Kendrick decided to release the album cover featuring Drake's mansion with sexual offender dots, as you would see on a sexual offender registry, all around Drake's house. Kendrick leaned into it, calling Drake sexually violent and calling them "quote unquote" certified pedophiles with that album art. He also said that Drake was leveraging rappers like Future, Lil Baby, and Young Thug for his own gain as a colonizer. He also said that the rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. The next day, Drake released the final song so far in this collection, I should say, of diss tracks.
Collection
called The Heart Part 6, where he unequivocally denies any involvement with minors, bringing up Stranger Things stars Millie Bobby Brown, even though Kendrick Lamar never mentioned her. But he also had some very questionable lines, like saying that he plotted for a week and fed Kendrick information. But that was after he said that, whatever information Kendrick getting is from suckers. So it's like, which way is it, Drake? He also said that there he goes at the top. The ones that you're getting your stories from, they all cowards. He continues saying the Epstein angle is something that I expected, which is a strange thing to say. Why would you expect that, Drake? Unless ... He also made fun of Kendrick allegedly being close in his song Mother to being sexually assaulted, saying, touch my body, my Mariah Carey play. You probably start reflecting. Seems like he didn't really listen to the song Mother, and he assumed that Kendrick did get touched and all of that. Continuing on, Drake said, just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was effing young girls, I promised I've been arrested. I'm way too famous for the ish you just suggested, which had a lot of people saying, well, Drake, seems like the law system, the American law system, does not prioritize sexual assault as much as you think that they do. You can see the evidence of Robert Kelly being free for 27 years before he was arrested.
Can I just say something about that one real quick?
Go ahead.
I hate that people. I guess my whole issue with this is that people are being like low-key stupid, because like when he says I'm way too famous for that, I personally I don't think he's saying like they don't prosecute rich people because
Okay.
I mean you'd be dumb to say that they do. I think he's saying that because of who I am, if I did do this, these people would have spoke up already, and I would be in trouble. Because like people keep saying this, but nobody's actually come out and said like Drake did this to me. This is only like really
Yeah, but
us.
the rumors are swirling, much like R. Kelly's rumors were swirling, right?
Yes, but like with R. Kelly's rumor swirling, there was also like things that we could point to. Like he literally was married to a minor, and like people knew that. And like with Drake, like it's like there's questionable things for sure. I'll say that I think that he does on social media and hangs out with these children or whatever. And I don't agree with that at all. I think it's weird. But at the same time, though, like nobody's ever accused Drake of actually doing anything to them. So it's like it's kind of odd that we
Yeah.
would even know this. And I do think that's why he said I expect the Epstein stuff because you know that you be hanging out with these young kids. And you know that we think that's crazy.
Yes, no, very, very true. Good point, Stex. Thank you for highlighting that. But what I want to highlight is that the majority of listeners think that Kendrick won this battle with various headlines. Kendrick has also broken Drake's 2021 Spotify record for most streams in a day with his diss record, Not Like Us. And he's winning the Beef on charts. Euphoria, I think, is in the top 10 as well as Not Like Us. It's tracking as well. So people are saying Kendrick's won the Great Rap War. Do you think it was that clear, Ty, that clear of a victory for Kendrick Lamar? Because I know Dex is not going to have a non-biased opinion.
No, I do. I would just real quick time before you go. I really do have a non-biased opinion on it. I don't think that there was like a winner loser situation on this.
So you don't have a biased opinion.
But like personally though, I don't think that Drake, no matter what he did, like, you weren't going to win this because at the end of the day, like the things that Kendrick was saying about Drake are things that we've said or we believe or we think. Like it's not one of those things where he's like pulling something out of like a hat and we're like, wait, what? Outside of the 11-year-old child. Yeah. But also like we've seen you do that. So like it's not shocking that Drake would have another child that he's hiding from us. I just don't think that Drake ever had a shot in this or whatever. But I will say that what I do like that Drake did is clear his name in this kind of stuff because like that's the best that you could really do. Because like you throwing out that Kendrick is abusing his wife and all that kind of stuff like that, like you're the only person who says that. Like, and Kendrick did say something in one of his songs about his wife having like a black eye or something like that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, Drake, the best thing you can do for yourself here is clear your name. He's going to keep going after you because the world is going to keep going after you. Like, you are pretty easy target. Like, there's a lot to say about you.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Ty, do you think Kendrick won the battle? And feel free to put in the comments who you think won. Do you think Drake's getting a bad rap and all of this? Ty, what do you think?
I was just entertained by the battle. I think
because last week we did vote that Kendrick had so far he was leading the battle last week. That's what we all agreed on.
Yeah, line for line, I did like it, but I'm a Drake fan, so I enjoyed the battle. Did Kendrick win? I mean, yeah, I guess, but honestly, not by enough to like these battles in years past have been enough to like shut the other rapper down for a while. I don't think that will be happening. Like, I don't think Kendrick will have shut Drake down or done any real damage to his career. I think.
So you don't think this is the end of Drake? I mean, he's not going to really be collaborating.
Hell no, the end of Drake.
Okay, you can say that, but Drake does collaborate. He's done like 2 albums in the last 3 years with 21 Savage. He hasn't 2 albums with Future. Like these are people that he's collaborated with, and now people are going to be looking at him funny. Anytime he tries to do those types of records.
No one's gonna give a rat's ass about that. No one's gonna care. You're talking about you can make people.
You don't think he's gonna have any problems getting work in the industry with other people?
No, these people want to go number one. It's gonna make their money. Why would they not do records with Drake anymore? Like because no, that's not gonna do anything to his career.
So you don't think any rappers are going to care about the pedophilia thing? You don't think they're going to heat Kendrick?
You know what these rappers be doing? They was probably with him.
No, I will say though. Now I don't think Drake will have an issue, but I do think this looks really interesting for other people, like Rick Ross, like Future. Like it'll be interesting to see where they go with like J. Cole too. Sorry, Jay, but like it's one of those things where it's just like it would be pretty interesting to see where they go, especially when a lot of their bigger hits are Drake collaborations.
Well, J. Cole, did J. Cole burn any bridges? I mean, J. Cole could still work.
You won't get a song with me no more.
What
You'll
do
never
you
get
mean?
that one.
You backed out of the battle,
Nah,
and
because at the end of the day, you did it. Like you still did it. You still like you let these people speak you up to come at me, and you did it. You done.
So he's cutting J. Cole off just off of principle.
Oh, absolutely. You done.
Wow. I mean, he had his Drake's last number one came with J. Cole.
J. Cole's first number one came with Drake. Only number one came with Drake. He's on his way down with his crooked smile. It's over for that boy. Count it up.
Count it up. Count it up. Count it. It's very nasty. Okay. Well, we wish everyone involved the absolute best in their future endeavors. We will see how the.
Do you think any more songs are coming out there, or do you think they're done?
I hope not, because I'm so
well.
tired.
Allegedly, a song was supposed to come out today before Drake's mansion got shot up. If you didn't hear,
now, can we talk about that real quick?
If you haven't heard, the story is that a security guard got shot outside of Drake's mansion. And
by Drake.
They said a song was supposed to come out today.
By Drake.
What did you say?
I said by Drake. Drake said, that's enough. Put your leg out.
He needs some street cred.
He was like, I want this to end. Because it's like, oh, it's gotten violent now. That
you gotta get shot. Somebody gotta get shot.
Drake said, pull your leg out. Come on. I gotta end this.
It could have been the snitch. Maybe it was the person who was leaking.
I saw also that they wrote like not like us in Drake's store, on his storefront, I think in London or Canada
or something. Like what are you talking about?
They he has like a storefront, an OVO storefront, and I feel like they said it's either London or Canada, where someone wrote "not like us" on the front of the store.
I thought you were saying like horror movie style, like they just trace it out in blood or something like that.
No, he just wrote it on the store.
I think people be doing too much. Like that's like when you do stuff like that, you're doing.
Well, Ty, Drake did it. He was the one that was doing it. And Drake went out there and wrote it because he's like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm done with it. But I do love Drake. Just saying.
Shot his own bodyguard. Stranger things.
Allegedly.
You see Kendrick ain't put no track out today because you put that track out, we're gonna point fingers at you.
Okay.
You put that track out.